Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to begin. We ask that you please remain seated for the processional. Thank you. On behalf of the Crookston School District, it is both an honor and a delight to welcome parents, family members, friends, staff, distinguished guests, and soon-to-be graduates to our graduation ceremony. Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate this momentous occasion with the class of 2025. Today marks a significant milestone for our seniors who stand before us ready to embark on the next chapter of their lives. I assure everyone here that these graduates are well equipped and prepared for the journeys ahead, wherever they may lead. We have no doubt that the class of 2025 will leave a lasting, positive impact on the world around them. Each of you has the potential to achieve whatever you set your mind to, and the Crookston School District has been proud to provide a strong foundation for your future success. The entire school community, along with your families, celebrate your achievements and shares in the pride of this moment. My heartfelt congratulations to each of you. Pursue your passions, create your own paths to success, and always remember, once a pirate, always a pirate.
On behalf of Superintendent Bergquist, Board Directors Dillabo and Miney, all faculty, and the graduating class, I'd like to welcome all students, staff, and family to the 2025 Crookston High School graduation ceremony. I'd like to take this time to introduce you to the graduating class of 2025. Tonight, you are going to hear from some amazing students as they address the class. You'll get to hear from Joey Nesseth, who is a force of kindness and encouragement. Georgia Sanders, who is fueled by passion and guided by grit. Grace Smith, who is a thoughtful intellect with a heart for others. And Brandon Colburn, who quite frankly leaves me speechless every time. The CHS class of 2025 has students going into the military. At this time, I would like to ask any student who will be going into the military to please stand for recognition. Thank you for your courage and your service. This class is bursting with talent. They've competed at the state level in multiple sports, and several are moving on to compete at the collegiate level. Emily Bowman will play softball at NDSCS. Matt Contreras, oh yeah. There's a lot. Matt Contreras is heading to Concordia for baseball. Addie Fee will play both hockey and tennis at the University of Wisconsin-Superior. Campbell Frigie will lace up her skates at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Riley Helgeson is off to Northern State for football. Naomi Johnson will play soccer at Alec Tech. And Tegan Lubinsky will play football at St. Scholastica. This is a very talented class. Julia Bueller created a mural for the Crookston Family Resource Center. Danielle Jones has a piece of art in the Traveling Art Gallery through the Northwest Minnesota Arts Council. Addie Powell has a multimedia self-portrait hanging in Senator Mark Johnson's office at the state capitol. This class is full of hard workers who push themselves. They have already earned a combined total of 1,138 college credits. Connor Hansen has earned his welding process technology diploma through Northland Community Technical College. I have had the privilege of knowing this group since they were in 5th grade. They are imaginative, funny, chaotic, and often accomplish absolutely nothing. Seniors, you can be offended, but before you get too upset, let me ask, how's that senior mural coming along? Exactly. Actually, this class has been little drama. A couple of you have been a lot of drama, and if you're wondering if I'm talking about you, it's you. If Tara has had to pick you up off the floor during a tantrum in 9th grade, it's you. The CHS class of 2025 is extraordinary. They've put in countless hours volunteering, earned tens of thousands of dollars in scholarships, and also managed to rack up 157 lunch detentions due to tardies just this year. Why did that get the biggest applause? They are spirited, kind, and deeply supportive of one another. They include everyone, lift each other up, and make this school a better place. We will miss them deeply, but we are excited to see where life takes each and every one of them. Thank you for being here tonight to celebrate the CHS class of 2025. Joey Nesseth, daughter of Ben and Brandy Nesseth, along with Georgia Sanders, daughter of Scott and Tricia Sanders, will present the student address to the graduating class.
Congratulations, class of 2025. Today is the day we have been dreaming about since we first walked into kindergarten with oversized backpacks and untied shoes. It's more than just a celebration, it's a milestone. Tonight, we honor not only our achievements we've made, but the journey we took to get here.
Good evening and welcome, students, staff, faculty, families, and most importantly, our fellow graduates, to the ceremony of the graduating class of 2025. We are gathered here today to celebrate the graduates. We never would have imagined that we would be given the opportunity to address our class at our commencement ceremony. To the class of 2025, we grew up. It feels like all we've ever wanted is to grow up. Since our first day of kindergarten in 2012, we've shared countless memories, laughs, and inside jokes. We wanted to grow up to be tall enough to ride the roller coasters or old enough to finally get our driver's license. And now, we are ready to close this chapter of our lives and take on a new one.
It feels surreal to be standing up here giving this speech. 6 years ago, we walked into this building as little 7th graders, or as the rest of the school knew us as the Sevies. We were nervous, awkward, lost, and very confused about where our next class would be. It felt like we just walked into the biggest school ever. We now come to realize that middle school was some of the most awkward times of our lives.
Since that moment, we have grown drastically as a class, as students, and as humans. We have survived Mr. Brendan's chemistry test. And for those of you that understand chemistry, you should be proud of yourselves. Ms. Stopa's college algebra test and Mrs. Tomford's 100-question test that we had to finish within the class period. Let's also take a moment to honor those brave souls who walked into a presentation completely unprepared and somehow still got a B. You're the real MVPs. We have faced challenges that have helped shape us, whether it was adjusting to distance learning, personal setbacks, or just getting through the tough days. Every obstacle made us stronger, more compassionate, and more prepared for what's ahead.
On behalf of the senior class, we would like to thank all of our teachers for their patience, support, and their never-ending reminders of due dates or important things that were coming up. You have believed in us since the start.
To all our parents, thank you for being our biggest supporters. Even when we failed that test, skipped class, or got lunch detention, for always getting us to school, sporting events, or waking us up when we overslept. Without you, this would not have been possible. We are so blessed for all your encouragement and love you have given us throughout our high school journey.
And finally, to our fellow graduates, we did it. We made it through high school with only a few bumps in the road. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. High school is just one chapter in our lives that is coming to an end, but the next one is about to begin. Some people say that high school is the best time of their lives, but if we live to age 70, high school only makes up about 6% of it. Whether you are off to college, to work, to travel, or to serve in our nation's military, or even take a gap year, Live a life filled with passion and love. Don't make high school your best time. Make the rest of your life your best time. Most of us don't all have it figured out right now, and that's okay. There is no right or wrong path after graduation. It is all your decision. So take all the high school experiences and memories with you. Keep in touch with the teachers and friends that you have made here during your time at Crookston High School.
So, here's to every hallway we walked, every lesson we learned, every test we failed, and everyone who made this high school journey an unforgettable one. It can only get better from here. High school, it's been real, it's been fun, and it's helped shape who we are. Now it's time to go chase what's next. Congratulations, class of 2025. Our future starts today.
Brandon Colburn, son of Wes and Carolyn Colburn, will present the student address to the graduating class.
What's up, everybody? I would like to start out by thanking my family, especially my mom, Caroline, and my dad, Wesley, for all the support through my years of school. Though I chose to deliver this speech today and would love to gain and not lose aura from doing it, I would also love to come up here and tell everybody about me and the boys' stories and about ripping top tilly and busting a move at homecoming, but I was told by Mr. Adams that I'm a senior and it's time to start acting like one. So now we'll begin. All of us 6, 7 years ago may have wished this day could have came by faster. And many I know now probably wish we could go back 6, 7 years ago, but we can't. I still remember taking my first steps into this school and wondering what was ahead of me. And now that we're all here and we're all looking back on what got us here, like all night doing homework, or staying up too late playing Fortnite and scrolling on TikTok, or a peaceful sleep through a lecture. All those events got us here today, and we can't go back. So we celebrate our achievements now. All the years of being a part of a winning sports team, being a winning artist, academic awards, winning academic competitions, getting good grades, or good enough grades to graduate, are all being celebrated and honored today. This day came fast for many. Still feels to me like I can buy the OG 75-cent cookies at the deli, play basketball during lunch, or play Fortnite on the Chromebooks. Or pick on Eversprite 9 in class for many things that I will not share. When I took up this speech, I was nervous and had no idea what I was going to talk about, which may sound funny because most of you do is just hear me talk all day. So I went on YouTube and searched up top 5 graduation speeches. And none of them helped me because the words were all long and I didn't understand any of them. But I have my letter to myself from 8th grade here to help me. And though I didn't become an NHL All-Star, because ChatGPT doesn't have steps to get me there, I still think high school is pretty great. Though I didn't achieve everything I wanted in high school, like having a hot girlfriend, own the freshest Jordans, or win a state championship, it was still great because of everyone in front of me today. Everyone who brought their best selves every day, supported one another, helped one another, and tried their very best. Here I have a quoted lyric from rapper Lil Baby. It goes, "Every setback in life is just a setup for a comeback." Use this quote to remember that now that we're on our own journey, we may go through dreadful lows, but it doesn't mean we're on our way to great highs. And remember that challenges are just opportunities in disguise. Lastly, I would have liked to share my favorite story here at CHS, but I have no main story to share. Because for me, it wasn't about a couple great stories, but about the people here in front of me today. So through hard challenges and roadblocks trying to bump us off track, we also made it to this day at CHS. And though I thought I'd walk across the stage today, shake Mr. Boomna's hand or Miss Martinez's hand and hit the gritty, nope, I'll be shaking my 5th grade band teacher's hand. My favorite out of all of them because he stuck with us. So as season 12 comes to an end and chapter 2, season 1 begins, and all of us here wearing the same skin, the choice is ours where to land and what to loot. Thank you.
Grace Smith, daughter of Katie and TJ Chapman, and the late Bill Smith, will present the student address to the graduating class.
I don't know how I can top that. Well, we did it. I know that is one of the most cliche graduation speech openers ever. The next best thing I could think of was, "Hi, Mom," and I wasn't sure if that was appropriate for this situation. Also, "Hi, Mom, I love you. You're amazing." If there's anything that you should know about me, it's that I'm an observer, not much of a talker. So I hope that I can do this speech and you guys justice. As an observer, I often notice things that others may look past. I used to see this as a negative thing, but standing here in front of you today, I realize that I have been blessed to see the good in each and every one of you. I see you. I do. And you might not realize that people see you. Whether it's a simple smile in the hallway or witnessing a good deed, somebody sees you. Somebody sees the good. I encourage you all to foster this goodness and truly be a witness as it grows, and you become who you were meant to be. It's hard for me to believe that we're here in this moment, not because we don't work hard, but because I don't feel like I know all the answers. I've participated in this ceremony for my entire high school career. I've participated in the instrumental ensemble some years. I've sang in the choir all 4 years. I was given the honor of ushering the class of 2024 alongside some of my peers, and I've sat in the audience and watched someone that I love graduate. I thought that the people who walked across this stage before me knew exactly what they were going to do and where they were going in life, and I so admired them for that. Standing here today, I feel like I have a pretty good plan, and I know how life will pan out after today. However, that is completely unrealistic. The truth is that I don't know what exactly is going to happen, and that's okay. That's beautiful even. We are worthy and deserve to be celebrated today, even if we don't have our whole lives mapped out. We earned it. Moments like these remind me why we as human beings are called to love one another. You are all so amazing in your own beautiful and unique ways. We are biologically wired to learn and grow through our interactions with others. A wise woman in my life once told me that we are all collections of lessons that we've learned from the people we've loved, and not necessarily loved, along the way. We are all constantly growing and evolving. You have all taught me so much, even if you don't know it. I am not close with most of you, but I saw you, and I see you, as I've said. You have made a difference, and you will make a difference in the future, regardless of if it is big or small, and if your name is widely known or not known at all. The road to what you yourself define as success may be straight and to the point, but it also may be confusing and filled with twists and turns, maybe even an entire spin. This can be terrifying, and trust me, I'm scared too. My mom and I recently visited the college that I'm attending next fall, and I just turned to her and said, "Mom, you're gonna, really leave me here? With other people, alone? I'm gonna have to, talk to them?" And I'm only going to school 30 minutes away, so fear is quite relative, much like our paths in life. Everyone approaches and experiences life and fear differently.
Regardless of which path you take and the fear you may experience, embrace this exciting time in your life. Find comfort in what makes you happy. Find joy in the journey to finding who you are. You'll be at it for a really long time. There is peace in not knowing. Find the good in the world and in life. There is so much beauty to witness. There is enough hate without anyone adding to it. So focus on the good and don't compare yourself to others. I was in track in 7th and 8th grade, so I'm totally qualified to say this. Some people are sprinters, some people are long-distance runners, others do shot put and other activities, and some people hide in the locker room and eat chips. That was me. I'm really sorry, track people. Please forgive me. Anyways, you will find your thing, even if you're a bit later than usual to the game. If you yearn for change, just do it. Take every opportunity you can. Say yes often, and learn that it's okay to say no. Learn to set boundaries, but don't let fear hold you back from your true potential. Learn to lead, but also know when to step back and follow. Learn to speak so that others can hear your voice, but also learn when to observe. See what I did there? Life is, well, I don't really know, and neither do most of you. That's so beautiful, isn't it? But we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so live today and every day to the fullest. Find the good in the world, find the good in those around you, and most importantly, find the good in yourself. You are loved and you are seen. Congratulations, class of 2025.
At this time, the Crookston High School choir will perform The Call, followed by Better Place. It has been customary for the graduating class to select a member of the high school staff to address them at their commencement ceremony. This year's class has selected Tim Moe. Mr. Moe has served the school district for 20 years. On behalf of the senior class, it is a pleasure to welcome Mr. Moe as this year's commencement speaker.
Good evening, everyone. Families, friends, teachers, administrators, school board members, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. I'm honored to stand before you tonight representing all those who have walked beside you on your educational journey. Tonight isn't just about diplomas, it's about perseverance. It's about celebrating a milestone that once felt so far away. Back when you were walking the halls of Cathedral, Our Savior's, Washington, Highland, or whichever school helped shape your path. And now here you are. Make it to the point where you no longer need to ask permission to get a drink of water or use the restroom. Let's take a moment to look back. You didn't just attend school. You redefined school. You're part of a generation that transformed the way we think about school. You navigated Zoom classes. You took English in your bedroom, math at the dining room table, science experiments in your kitchen. You gave presentations to black rectangles on a screen. You celebrated birthdays and other milestones with drive-by parades. You laughed with friends through FaceTime. And you adapted to a reality no one saw coming. It all began in March 2020, your 7th grade year. One day you were in class, the next, school was closed. You watched seniors take their final lap through these hallways, unsure if they'd even have a graduation ceremony like this one. You finished that year with a Chromebook and more questions than your parents or teachers had answers for. Then came 8th grade and a slow return. Hybrid schedules, masks, plexiglass, temperature checks, quarantines. Some of your classmates didn't make it back here, they logged in from home. And that's when I really got to know your class, teaching 8th grade geography to half of you at a time. Remember blue and gold days? Having 12 to 15 students in a class was a dream for a teacher. Fewer distractions, more connections. You were engaged. You're grateful to be back. You're ready to learn. Then the second semester hit. Everybody came back, 25 to 30 kids in a class. The fog of lockdown was lifting, and you were all trying to figure out how to move forward, especially your teachers, now facing a full room of middle school energy that had been bottled up for months. I literally had to put in earplugs and put a decibel reader up on the smartboard to try to calm you down and make being around you tolerable. Since then, your high school experience hasn't looked like those that came before you. Sports seasons were postponed. Games were played in masks, often without crowds. Theater performances streamed online. You missed class trips. You missed moments you didn't even know were supposed to be part of your story. But you created a new story. When I talked with some of you about your memories, I realized I'd forgotten many of them. Maybe it was a blur of those years. Maybe it was the lingering brain fog from COVID. Or maybe it was the volleyball that I took to my head during your sophomore year during recess. But whatever the reason, some details may have faded. But what didn't fade was how this class made me feel. Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." And I'll say this, I might not remember every story or joke or event, but I will never forget how this group has made me feel. The strength, the heart, and spirit you brought to this school is something I will never forget. You didn't give up, you adapted, you grew. You became flexible, creative, resilient. You are part of a generation that learned early on what it means to face loss, sit with uncertainty, and rebuild. And rebuild you did, You found joy in the small things again. A walk, a text, a high five instead of an elbow bump. You played basketball at the park instead of the gym. You brought life and laughter back into our hallways. You redefined school spirit, and you reminded us what community means, even when you were 6 feet apart. Your class lived through a chapter of history no one will forget. But what's more memorable is how you responded. You're a group that has had to figure out a new normal that no other generation has had to figure out. You understand how fragile the world can be and how vital it is to lift one another up. You've seen plans unravel and learned that real strength doesn't come from certainty. It comes from how we respond when everything falls apart. And let's acknowledge your growth, not just in height, but in wisdom, resilience, and emotional strength. You went from figuring out how to unmute yourself to leading clubs, mentoring younger students, and representing your school with excellence and heart. Of course, none of us gets here alone. Look around you, your families, your friends, your teachers, your coaches. These are the people who showed up for you, stayed up for you, and believed in you, especially when things were hard. This moment, it belongs to all of you also. As you look ahead, remember this. Success isn't about titles or test scores. It's about aligning who you are with what you care about. Pursue what excites you, what makes you feel alive, what gives your life meaning. Let the lessons you've learned along the way guide you, and don't be afraid to change course along the way. The world doesn't just need smart minds, which we have a lot in this graduating class, but it needs strong hearts and steady hands. Be the kind of leader who listens, who includes others, who stands for something bigger than themselves. Whether you're heading to college, starting a career, or still figuring it out, you have something valuable to offer. Whatever your path, know this. The strength you've shown over the past few years is real. It belongs to you. It is your foundation. You didn't just your high school selves. First, meet new people, but make sure they lift you up, not drag you down. Or as I would tell you in the hallways when you weren't making the best choices, get better friends. Learn new things, but don't forget where you came from. No matter where life takes you, Crookston is home. You'll always be part of this community that has been and will continue to be your biggest supporters and cheerleaders as you move on to the next step in your journey. Take care of yourself, but not at the expense of others. There's a quote I've put up in my classroom that I just put up last year, so most of you haven't seen it yet. But it's from Sherman Smith. He was a former NFL running back and coach, and he said, "Being irresponsible is not neutral. When you are irresponsible, someone becomes responsible for what you have been irresponsible for." Your actions matter. Your choices matter. They ripple out. Be responsible so that when people remember how you made them feel, that feeling is positive. So be proud, but stay curious. Be bold, but stay kind. Be ready to fall, but even more ready to rise. You are not just the class of 2025. You are the class that reminded us how to rise again. Congratulations. Now go show the world what resilience looks like. And as you do, always remember the best advice any of us can ever give you: don't be dumb while you're doing it. Thank you all. It's been an honor.
A Native American honor song is performed to recognize and pay tribute to the achievements of our scholars. Please show respect by standing, men with bared heads. No photographs may be taken at this time. The honor song is dedicated to the class of 2025. As principal of Crookston High School, it is my duty and honor to inform you the class of 2025 has completed the course of study prescribed by the Board of Education of Crookston School District number 593 in the state of Minnesota, together with the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto, given this day, Friday, May 23rd, 2025. As such, I declare the class of 2025 to be graduated.
As we call the graduates, we ask that you remain seated as our local media will take care of pictures as the students receive their diploma. Would the first row rise, please? With highest honors, Paige Nicole Abrahamson. Maya Ivory Aguilar. Grace Joy Ann Alexander. Mason Ray Arguelles. Shayla Marie Azure Voss. Nicholas Harvey Bachmeyer. Stephanie Marie Phillips Balboa. Michael Blaze Bochow. Emily Sunshine Bowman. Stephen J. Brooks. Timmy Dean Bruley. Jordan Celeste Bryant. With high honors, Jack Ryan Bueller. Julia Grace Bueller. David Nevin Bushy III. With high honors, Kaylee Elizabeth Clausen. With highest honors, Brandon Wesley Colburn. Matthew Joseph Contreras. With highest honors, Chase Brandon Cormican. May Thomas Cuno. With highest honors, Michael Dang. Xavier Ismael Marcelo Dominguez. With honors, Malia Nevea Durham Moore. With highest honors, Ava Grace Edwards. With highest honors, Mariah Lynn Epama. With high honors, Jack Arthur Everett. With high honors, Addison Jean Fee. Campbell Catherine Freegee. With highest honors, Mackenzie Rose Funk. Gabrielle Danella Gonzalez. Isaiah Ray Goulet. Ethan Michael Gruhat. Lucas Micah Hall. Malachi Toshio Hansen. Connor William Hansen. With high honors, Madeline Holiday Harbit. Cody James Heinley. Riley Allen Helgeson. Jairo Duval Jimenez. Jalen Mamie Johnson. Naomi Jean Johnson. Nicholas Gregory Johnson. Daniel Ray Jones. Parker Corey Kelly. Elvin Leonard Goldie Kilo II. With honors, Carly Lynn Knudsen. With highest honors, McKenna Marie Kopecki. Ella Jade Langto. Chase Elaine Larson. With honors, Rylan Paul Labarsky. Tegan Chad Lubinsky. Kalia May Luco. Lionel Robert Luna. With highest honors, Tyler John McHaleson. Michael Dylan Miller. Jaden Daniel Oliver Mulvey. Marcus Anthony Narvaez. With highest honors, Joey Marie Nesseth. Hunter Lee Nicholas. Keaton Lawrence Oakes. Adrian Ann Olson. Kendra Lee Overgard. Addison Eve Pal. Braden J. Peterson. Duquesa Rose Marie Ramirez. Samantha Nevea Sanchez. With highest honors, Georgia Lee Sanders. Alexander Christopher Schweedy. Kiana Mae Simpkins. With highest honors, Elizabeth Grace Smith. Ryan Jonathan Street. Dylan J. Thody. Sasha Marie Thornhill. Jezebel Laylene Vega. With high honors, Lincoln Kenneth Waldo. Jocelyn Joanne Wallace. Diavion Marie Waller. With high honors, Tessa Carol Ann Weber. Hattie Marie Wyland. Xavier Roger Zapata.
Would the class please rise? The turning of the tassel is a tradition used to signify a person's transition from candidate to graduate. At the high school level, the tassel is worn on the right side of the cap at the start of the ceremony. And now that you have received your diplomas, graduates, please move your tassels to the left. It is my privilege to present to you for the first time the Crookston High School alumni class of 2025. This concludes our ceremony this evening. We ask that you please stay in your seats until the recessional is complete. Thank you for coming.